Welcome in to the 15-minute weather edition. I'm meteorologist John Ziegler. We're going to do a lot more of a breakdown. I got some tornadoes information that happened here, actual confirmed tornadoes from those tornadoes up in Bemidji, Brainerd. Also, we're going to take a look at the forecast, not only for today and tomorrow. I think I'm going to map it out. I have a lot more time on here. I'm going to map out the dry times. So I've had a lot of people ask for specifics like, hey, I've got a grad party at 4 p.m. on Friday. I can answer those a little more in depth to the minute or hour when I have 15 minutes. Obviously in a 3-minute weather, it's a little more broad brushed, a little bit quicker. This one, we can nerd out. All right, let's talk about a couple of the tornadoes coming in from Duluth. Now, this is Duluth's National Weather Service, but our viewing area. So a little confusing there because I worked in Duluth's market for news. It was my first market, and we did not actually cover Brainerd because the Twin Cities covers Brainerd, but the National Weather Service does cover that area. So understand, a little confusing. Now, the tornadoes nonetheless came in at ratings. Now, let's just talk about this in depth on how they do this. They have a specialized person at each weather service, and usually multiple, that go out there and they have trained on how to determine wind speeds by looking at damage. So obviously we don't have sensors everywhere to get the winds. So we do this with extensive research, and it's very accurate actually. So these winds are estimated, as you see, they're not perfect. 100 miles per hour. This is an EF1 rating. That is what I would classify in Minnesota. That's a large tornado. Now, EF2 is actually the large tornado category. Anything over an EF2 is large, but you're starting to push well into the EF1s at 100 miles per hour. Again, so a 90 mile per hour wind gust is still an EF1. So we're looking at this threshold getting, these are strong. These were on the ground for 11 miles. Or 400 yards, and you could see this path that it took. Again, this was the Casino to Gull Lake tornado, and it did go over the lake, over that, seriously, Gull Lake, so wild there. And then you can see the next one, this one in Crow Wing County, Merrifield area tornado. Again, this went, it went just to the north there, and you can see all these reports, all the little green dots is the reports of the EF1 tornado. This tornado was a little bit later at 446, also at 100 miles per hour, and it got an EF1 rating. These were strong EF1s. They were not low-end EF1s. These were EF1s. We saw the pictures. I put some of the pictures on my Facebook page. If you guys want to see them again today, they were pretty legit, and they were strong. Okay, let's wrap this up. We'll start talking about the rain. We saw a lot of rain, obviously. Now, hopefully you got a big TV, or I'll just explain it. The colors, there's a lot of them. Red. So this is the precipitation from June 3rd to June 16th, but not the amount. This is percentage to average. So yellow and green are average. Red and orange, red and dark red is way below average. And then orange would be half of the amount. Now getting to purple is double the amount of rain. Getting to this light purple, which you can see here, is 3 times the amount of rain or more. Now in this period, we averaged 2 inches of rain. So if you saw half, that's 1 inch of rain you got. You can do the math. So the area that got the most, there's Hennepin, St. Cloud, Willmar. That is all 200 to 300%. We're good. That's 6 to 8 inches of rain in some parts of that area. Also, down here towards Albert Lea, also 6 to 8 inches of rain. So to wrap this up, large portion of central Minnesota is above average rainfall, including the metro, up to Brainerd. Drier than normal in the north and northwest pockets. This is where we've had wildfires. This is where we've been below average. Now you'll see some of this is average, but a lot of it is below. So we will have to get some rain up there. Where do you think the rain is going to be over the next 4 days? Here. That's where the rain is going. So we'll talk about that in the forecast. So again, summer temps, they're here. We're leading into June 20th. We're almost to the sunniest day of the year. I always get a little sad when it happens because I go, oh, like we're adding seconds of daylight right now. We're in the peak sunlight days. Most sunlight ever. The most sunlight of the year is on June 20th. Then we'll start losing sunlight slowly. You really don't notice it until probably late July. But by October 21st, that's when you rapidly lose sunlight. So enjoy the heat. It's here where our average high now hits 80 degrees, and by July 1st, it will be at 83. So we're going from 80 to 83 degrees, but now you have to understand that low to mid 80s is normal. So that is normal. Temperatures today, right at it. 76 to 80 degrees here in the early afternoon. Now we might have a little bit of cirrus clouds. A few high clouds are going to be possible. Temperatures in the low to mid 70s to end the night. Now if we're going to see a pop-up shower or something, I'll just circle the area since I'm on this long thing. You could see the circled area is right here. I just think there could be a pop-up in here. It does include the metro. If I'm in the circled area, I'm not changing my plans. No, this is a good day, but I just want to be aware of that area. Southern Minnesota does, however, have the best chance to pick up one of those showers. If you're in Brainerd, up in Bemidji, I don't expect that rain today, and I do think it'll be overall a relatively quiet day. So let me just pause this. See, I have to do less pauses in the show, but here you go. See that rain coming in here? So this is the early afternoon. There's really no chance for rain up here. There's rain everywhere in the summertime, but I'm focusing today in the southwest pocket. I would not be surprised if we see some rain showers there. Now, go to tonight. Here we go. What do you see tonight? I see a gem. Tonight is going to be absolutely wonderful. Get out there and enjoy it. Tonight into tomorrow morning looks really nice. No threats for rain. Now we can go to the next spot. Let's go to this time Thursday afternoon. One thing about high pressure, it doesn't always guarantee it's not going to rain in the summer. Now, the best summer days, there's probably, I'm making this number up, 5. I'll say a handful. A handful of days from now until August 15th will not carry a chance for rain. Okay, there will be a handful. In fact, I think one of them comes this weekend, where I would confidently say it will not rain for 24 hours. There's a couple ways to do this. You can get into the middle 90s, and then it won't rain. But I'm not liking that. How many days are at this point are going to be 77 and straight sunny? That I would say 3 or 4. I know that sounds devastating, but yeah. We're out of that period now. We're not going to deal with a lot of days that are 77, 0% chance of rain and sunny, bluebird skies. That's a May. Those are May days. Those are September days. Those are May days as well. Think of September and October. You get straight up blue skies. You're not getting that now. You do in the morning hours. A typical summer day, it's straight blue, 8, 9, 10, and then what happens at 11? Straight blue at 11, noon. All of a sudden, one cloud pops, and then noon to 4, it looks over mostly cloudy. That is what will happen on these days. So, and that's fine. Those are beautiful days. I love them. They're great summer days. But it's different. And I think my whole formula here is to get you to think differently. Like, understand there's very few days that there are 0% chances for rain. All right, let's talk about, and I'll navigate you through the best chances for rain here. Friday, well, let's talk, I'll actually rewind it to when I think we'll see some storms. So you can see back here, Thursday night. I don't think we're seeing rain here after midnight. I'm going to watch an area of storms. Probably, you see these come in right here, west to east, but they're going at around 9 a.m. and then they fizzle. Now, the best chance for rain in the summertime is from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. Why? Because the low-level jet strengthens as the sun sets. The energy shifts to the low-level jet. So the temperature cools, the jet strengthens. At that period, that process of happening, the low-level jet carries a lot of moisture on it, and it makes it rain. So what happens? So you'll see it raining good at 6, 7 in the morning, 8 in the morning, boom, it's gone. That is what I expect Friday. Now, I don't see a high moisture content on Friday, so I'm not expecting a ton of widespread rain. Okay, let's go to Friday at 5. Now, is there a boundary? Yes. So because there's a boundary, your app, AI, whatever these things are powered by now, they're going to tell you that it could rain. So you probably have percentages, and that's fine. That's fair. But I will tell you that Friday looks sneaky nice everywhere. Sneaky nice. And here's the reason why. Yes, we have a boundary in place, probably near St. Cloud. I just don't see high moisture content until late Friday into Saturday. I do expect rain Friday into Saturday. I would be shocked if we don't see rain in northern Minnesota. So we'll go into, you'll see it, boom, the storms develop. But let's just go back to where they develop. You see them right there? Where they develop? Near the triple point. So 9 o'clock, if you are in Minneapolis and you have a grad party, 5 to 9, I'm not going to bet, I'll bet you nothing. No. I mean, I am a meteorologist, so I can just be wrong for a living. But so I will tell you that, and by the way, I hate being wrong. It's the worst part of the job. People think that's the best part of the job. It's the absolute worst part of my job. I absolutely hate that. But 5 to 9, I bet it's decent. Then you'll see 9 o'clock storms develop out here near Fargo. At that point, they will race. Now, I don't know exactly where the boundary is going to be. I just don't. I have an idea. I know it's not going to be here. Okay, I know it's not going to be in Rochester. I know it's not going to be in Mankato. It might be in the Twin Cities. It's probably going to be in near Brainerd. So that is important because what you'll see is those storms are going to just develop in that area pretty closely. And then as we go into Saturday morning, notice what the direction these storms are taking. They'll develop, and then you know what way they're going to move? They're going to move north. That's important here. So Friday's storms are going to move in. So this is going, let me put an arrowhead on that. Hold on. Arrow, blink. So the storms are going to be moving in this direction. So this is important to understand. So Friday night into Saturday morning, these develop, even if they develop on you in the Twin Cities, they're going to be getting out of here quick. Now, Grandma's Marathon, a little dicey in Duluth. That's where I'd be watching this closely, but southern Minnesota is starting to dry out. Okay, let's go to the next run. This is where Johnny says it won't rain. I will tell you when I'm not sure, I'm wishy-washy, because that's the forecast is wishy-washy, so you're gonna feel that from me. And then I'm gonna be all confident when I know something. And that's just how it goes. So Sunday at 5 p.m., it is not going to rain on Saturday from noon to Sunday at 5 p.m. It will not rain there. I'm not going to say it probably won't rain. It's not going to rain. Now, maybe I say that with, there is a disclaimer like, blah, 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 meteorologist John Ziegler, blah, blah, but no, it's not going to rain, okay? And here's why. You see that? Boom, all the way through there. Why? What do you think the wind direction is here? The wind direction, bang, bang, bang. What are those wind directions? Those are dry southwest winds. Those do not produce pop-up thunderstorms. They do not produce storms. They produce warm days. So understand that Sunday is a hot one. Sunday's going to be, there could be a heat advisory Sunday. So understand that as well. It is hot. It is dry. It will be great. I hope I don't have to come back on here on Monday and be like, oh, it rained. And I will. I'll put my tail between my legs, but I would bet there's a 99.5% chance it won't rain during that period. Okay, let's go to Thursday. Thursday, I don't see, this is the stuff that I don't love. Blanket marginal risk. Look at this thing. Just straight everybody has a chance for marginal threat. Really? Let's try to localize it. It's hard because that's just summertime. Everybody's got instability, right? Well, I like Friday into Saturday. So what you'll take is Thursday into Friday is not that great of a threat. Friday into Saturday, what did we talk about? We talked about the boundary. And the reason you get a boundary is, the reason you get this larger area here, like this, you see this down here, it's still in there. You see how this is larger? Well, that's because they're doing what I'm saying. You don't know where the boundary is actually going to be. Could the boundary be here? Could the boundary be here? Could the boundary be here? Here? It could be anywhere, right? Well, yes. But I'm betting the boundary is here or here. And this is what I care about. Because this area, when you go to St. Cloud, just north to Alexandria, and to Brainerd, I feel like this is my confidence, it's going to be here. So if I was preparing for rain, I'd find that boundary and go north. So you'll be in a slight risk, but don't just go with the slight risk. I want to give you a little bit more than just the blanket forecast. But nonetheless, here's your weekend. 92, 93 degrees on Saturday. It's going to be hot. AM rain to the north, sunny and warm. I feel very, very confident, obviously, that it is going to be that way. So I hope you guys enjoy what is going to be good weather even today and tomorrow. Watch Friday morning, watch Saturday morning. Otherwise, it looks great. Thank you for joining us here on Carolyn Plus. Have a great day.